Hello everybody, welcome back to Decaffeinated Photography. I'm Josh.
And I'm Alex. Now today we have something very special for you. It is somewhat of a throwback, perhaps a step back in time.
Whoa.
We're looking at a pretty exciting or controversial Kickstarter venture.
Kickstarter campaign is made by the once dead company Yashica in time for Yashica's 70th anniversary.
All right. Okay, now before you head into the section below and start commenting about how Yashica is the worst company and it's now a shell of its former self and how they stole people's money with their latest Digifilm campaign.
So to quickly run through what they have in the works, their project is called Yashica Absolute, with 2 different film stocks and 3 announced cameras, which on paper is actually very exciting. At the time of this recording, it has already surpassed its goal of about $18,000, sitting at a whopping $20,273 with a number of 250 plus backers.
Before we get into any detail though, we have to take a look at the video that they have so kindly provided for us.
I love film.
So to be honest, the video that we just watched really isn't that bad. It seems like they're getting out of their little
Bubble?
Bubble.
Yeah, bubble.
and actually conversing with people who may know what they're talking about.
All right, so let's move on to the meat of this Kickstarter, the stuff in the middle of the burger, you know? Yum yum. Okay, so now they plan to release 3 different episodes: Premiere, Novella, and Prestige. These cameras that are planned to be released are supposedly reincarnations of cameras that have previously been released by Yashica. In the Premiere episode, they are releasing the MF-1.
According to the Kickstarter, the MF-1
Yes.
is a reminder to people of the fun and the lessons taught to us by film photography. It is an art of precision, patience, and mystery that requires ridiculousness, experimentation, and bravery.
Meticulousness.
I added that ridiculousness because that's pretty much what this paragraph is. MF-1 is a simple snapshot art camera suitable for novice photographers transitioning from the world of digital to that of film photography. For a great film photo, it requires a quality film and camera, and a decent photographer as well.
Dude, what the hell was that? What was that paragraph?
It's a paragraph, man.
It's just like last time. It's a lot of colorful language. It has no substance.
Well, I guess like Yashica hasn't changed that much compared to the old Kickstarter.
No, they haven't. The MF-1 was a point and shoot originally released in 1979, and it looked like this.
Yes.
The new MF-1 looks like this.
And without any relevance to these 2 photos, this is what a disposable looks like.
Something's going on here. Something fishy. I know. You can be the girl from the video.
I love film because of its.
With a shutter speed of 1/120th of a second and an aperture of f11 plus a flash, it doesn't really seem like there will be much control for the user.
So you're telling me it's
Is it?
like a disposable?
But just like these, we can turn it on and off. But instead, this switch is like,
Yeah, that switch goes up and down.
yeah,
I
the switch
think.
goes up and down.
Which
Means it's a completely different camera.
They also have a video of the MF-1 being loaded.
So there's a couple problems with the video that was just shown to you.
Just a few, just a handful. Now,
First of all, why the hell is there a band-aid stuck to the back of it?
that's a terrible color.
That's a
The
terrible
second thing though, what's the second problem, is that when you see her loading the film, you can actually see the viewfinder moving. It's some sort of warping. I think it's plastic. It looks exactly like this disposable.
Yep.
So this one gets a, for me.
So the MF-1 is apparently the only one they've actually got details on. I think the other ones are concepts, but planned to be released in August. So that's a very small time and they haven't got any details on it. They've wanted people's money, and I'm assuming they want the money in order to develop the next couple cameras, which I'm hoping, cautiously optimistic, it's going to be good.
You hope so.
But you hope so. In typical Yashica fashion with the MF-1, they have released a very, very nice, beautiful, poetic blurb.
Photography is more than just a hobby, an activity, but a capture of a moment, a tool for storytelling. The art of film photography is being forgotten as technology progresses and digital cameras popularized. We don't really need to say much more about that.
Yeah.
We'll just leave it as it is. The silence of story. The novella episode is estimated to be released in August 2019. Now, it's a remake of the classic MF-2, and the Prestige episode is a 35mm remake of the Yashica 44. Now, I have a question for you, Yashica. Why? You're turning a 120 camera into a 35mm camera? Why are you doing this?
So we obviously have high hopes for the camera remakes, and they seem to have knowledge of what these cameras used to look like.
Used to look like.
As you can see from the photos that are actually on the website and campaign, Kickstarter campaign that they've made for this here campaign. Maybe it'll look a little bit less like a disposable, more like the actual camera that is. Yeah, the 35mm Yashica 44 was actually shown in the last guy, the Asian dude. From first looks, it looks like they have something pretty sturdy and pretty good looking.
What are they aiming to do here? Are they trying to get those eBay buyers, you know, the ones that are selling, or they want to buy a used MF-1 or MF-2?
I don't think anybody's going to get fooled if they're specifically searching for an MF-2.
Well, you don't know though.
Yeah, you never know, yeah. Maybe like 1 or 2 buyers. Nostalgia.
No, it doesn't make sense.
Nostalgia, as you can see from Disney, it has a very big market. You know? It's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Yeah. It's a thing.
It's a thing. It's a
thing. All right, move out of the way, get out of the way, come on. Let's move on. Let's get into the business, okay? The main part of this Kickstarter. It's the 2 new films that they're releasing.
Well,
2 new films.
2.
What are they, Josh? Come
They
on.
are the Yashica 400 and the Yashica Golden 80s.
Yes. Yeah. Just before we give you our thoughts on these films, actually, we're not going to do that. I just want to tell you what they have told us all, okay? I'm going to read it out to you. This film, consider to be a portrait film. Photos shot using Yashica 400 film look a little on the warm side. Good for skin tones. Balance grainy converts to a stylish photo. Okay, so now we're on to Yashica Golden 80s. Limited edition, by the way. It tends to skew more towards large, saturate scale. Probably best working with natural light and straight snap. Strong grainy, which perfect for your moody shot.
So when we were looking through this, we wanted to know, were these films made by them, manufactured by them, or were they made through another manufacturer such as Fujifilm and just rebranded that into Yashica 400?
Like Agfa.
Like Agfa, yes.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. People just want to know if that is the case.
Yes.
So what we did was we looked at the FAQ section. The FAQ section's always got some gold in there, so let's take a look.
All right.
Yashica 400 and Yashica Golden 80s relabeled negative film. So like that's a question they think that will come up quite often. The answer they've given is, our teams have been working closely with negative film manufacturer for years to do research on many different effects of negative films. Finally, we have developed these 2 types of negative films meeting our color requirements. Then we start planning for this project. So apparently they've been working on this for quite a while. Are the negative films self-produced? Now, these 2 types of negative films are tailor-made for us by our manufacturer because our current market share does not support us to produce them on our own. Sure. That is why we need your support so that we can finally meet our goal, finally, to produce the films by ourselves. I added the first finally. So they're outsourcing, but apparently they've worked very closely for years with the manufacturer in order to get something that it meets their color requirements. So if we take this at face value, it means that they have taken a film from a manufacturer, such as maybe the same manufacturer that makes Fuji stuff, and then tweaked it a tiny bit and made it their own.
Or they could say that and just give you the same thing. I don't know.
But I like to be optimistic and say that they have done that. Even if it hasn't taken years, maybe they have actually done something different to the film that they've given us. All right, so there's another question that kind of addresses what we've been sort of harping on. Is MF-1 a disposable camera? MF-1 is not a disposable camera, it is actually a compact camera for snapshots and easy to use. In our opinions, the disposable cameras are not environmentally friendly. That is why we use more durable materials to produce MF-1. For example, the flash of normal disposable camera can only be used for 200 times, but the flash of MF-1 can be used more than 3,000 times. But it's not disposable because you don't throw it out at the end.
That's what they're defining as disposable.
Yeah. So,
we haven't thrown this away. So this is not a disposable. Just one second. We have not thrown these away. So by their standards, these are not disposables.
So these are environmentally friendly?
Yes.
Oh.
You can repurpose these, you know that?
Can you?
Yes.
Oh.
That's what the MF-1 is. It's this.
Alright, we weren't going to explicitly say that, but apparently we have now. It's out, cat's out of the bag.
Alright, so into the nitty gritty, okay?
Okay.
They're pricing the MF-1 and a roll of Yashica 400 film at $24.40 USD, which is actually quite reasonable when you think about it.
Actually not bad.
It's being the same cost as a disposable camera, disposable camera, my apologies.
Yeah, but you can actually put new film in it, which is actually pretty cool. I mean, like, haven't you ever wanted one of these where you can put another roll of film in it?
You can do that.
From looking at the price range, it seems like they're absolutely not trying to fool you guys. They don't think that you're that dumb to think that this is an actual new metal build MF-1. They're not trying to make you think this is a premium product like they tried to do with the Digifilm. Not what was advertised compared to the actual, what it was based on, the Electro 35. There's no comparison.
And yeah, we checked the pledges here.
Yeah,
it seems like they're having a big sale, 20% off.
Yeah, so you can get the Band-Aid camera or the Pooh Brown camera.
Or the film. You want the film?
Yeah,
you got some film too?
Film.
On the film? Yeah, buy some film, okay? Now, I just want to share some paragraphs. We have some passionate opinions about this topic. So now, as we have said a number of times on this channel and as part of Decaf, any new announcements for film photography are good for the community. However, we must take this one with at least a few grains of salt. And that is for a few reasons. And I'll just start with one, okay? Now, whatever high standing they had in the past has definitely been diminished through Y35 and Digifilm. Now, number two is their lack of support and or communication with previous backers from the Y35 project. Now, this is a serious concern for any consumers moving forward because you don't know if this is going to happen to you. And it's happened before, so in theory, it could happen again. And what's to say it won't? And lastly, but not least, I think that this is perhaps the most important. They have disabled comments on their YouTube as well as their Instagram in the past as a result of this serious criticism. Now, if a brand is willing to hide this from potential consumers, what else are they willing to hide? That's very big. And plus, they have been ratioed like crazy.
Ratioed is in like likes and dislikes.
Yeah, lots of dislikes.
Yeah. So before we started writing this and when the Kickstarter campaign from Digifilm came out, I was creating an excuse for Yashica, saying that they are essentially a brand new company, and as every brand new company needs to grow, they need to go through that little growth spurt phase, growing pains. And companies obviously need room to grow and make a profit before they can make anything else substantial. And to be fair to them, it seems like they have started listening to the community and are giving us what we want, which is more stuff relating to actual film instead of like a weird hybrid combination of Digifilm. So with this new project that they've announced, Yashica Absolute, and as I've started digging into what their company does and what they've been doing, I have become a little bit more skeptical in their business model and their PR strategy. As a company, they've obviously realized that there is a very large audience for film photography. So we as a community need to be aware that many companies, maybe Yashica, maybe another company, will take advantage of this community's hopes that film will come back. They are being very open, which is good with the new MF-1.
Yeah, definitely.
Showing that it is not a premium product, it is just a quick plastic, point and shoot thingamajig. But, and this is a pretty big but, if nothing improves for the new episode, the novella episode, we will know for sure if Yashica is trying to take advantage of this market or if they're really in it with us to make film alive again.
And on that note,
we will see you later.
Say thank you for paying attention.
Yep, and give us a like, give us a subscription, and touch that notification bell.
There you go. Is that okay?
That's all right.
You're okay?
I'm all right.